What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and Digibyte. Those are the four we're going to be able to get into today. First of all, I want to mention in the background, if you hear some rain, thunderstorm, whatnot, I apologize. We're having a big storm here. I'm leaving the windows open. I always enjoy a nice storm while I'm charting or just reading. I was doing a little bit of studying earlier. Wanted to get about 15 minutes of that in while I had a little bit of time. So wanted to dig into this with Ethereum for you here to start. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at this on the arithmetic scale to give you a little bit different perspective of what we're trying to do here with Ethereum and some of these altcoins and where we may find some support. So if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, and we'll dig into this. So for Ethereum, what I want to start out with here, we have defended our $332. That was this green horizontal ray that I had in right here at $332, and we found support off that. And so far, that's the main area that I want to stay up above. As you've seen with Ethereum here, guys, look how far we have been shaken out overall. And what I've mentioned before is that we had a double bottom that spanned a wide distance here. The double bottom was from December 16th, 2018 to the span of March 13th, 2020. So that's a really big gap there. And in my opinion, that shows that the bottom most likely was put in at that time. And now what we're trying to do is keep this uptrend moving. And what's important is staying also up above this 100 moving average in white. As you can see, typically when we're in uptrends, we stay up above that. We find support off it. Just like in this last bull market here, when we had those explosive moves, a lot of the times we'd come back, maybe even wick through a little bit, but we would find a nice bounce and a strong move out of that 100 moving average. And that's exactly where we're sitting at right now. And what you'll see is if I zoom in here, we have some longer wicks as well. So what we're trying to find is that bottom, and that's the market reaching and testing and kind of feeling out to find a bottom. And for me, I want to stay up above that 332 like we talked about. Now, what's acting as overhead resistance is our 60 moving average, and that's going to be at about $357. And then up above that, it's going to be our 30, and that's going to be around $389. So it's important to watch those areas and what we do in terms of candle closes up above it. But I like to see that we've had some longer wicks here, and we're trying to defend this 100 moving average. Right now, the RSI is at 41. Typically in uptrends, when we have retracements and pullbacks, we get down to around like 35 will be the lowest we'll go in uptrends, and then we'll find a bounce and continue that. So it's so important that we do continue this uptrend that we've been in now since the middle of March. We don't want to start losing that and then losing the 100 moving average and getting trapped below that, and then the 200 getting trapped below that. That's when things get really ugly here, guys. But in crypto, we have those really deep retracements, so that's what we're looking at now, trying to find that support. So we need to stay up above that $332, in my opinion. If we lose that, it'd be down around that 100. See if we can stay up above that with some bullish candlestick patterns. So that's going to be Ethereum. Next, we're going to get into Litecoin. But you can still see the buying areas that we're at, guys, in comparison to where we were at over $1,400. You know, we're at $346 now. You know, overall, you're blessed to be in the market when you are, I guess is what I'm saying. So for Litecoin, we're at $47.93. Litecoin, the area that we've been looking at is that white trend line, and that's also going to correlate here with the 0.786 Fibonacci. You've been looking at that in the little micro fibs. And this white trend line, as we've gotten a lot of these wicks off this, that's what you're looking for. But the thing that we need is volume to come in right now, because we're below this 100 moving average. We need a lot of volume. So these wicks that could be great as support off this trend line, now the volume needs to step in today or tomorrow. See if we can start getting back up above $50 psychologically. You know, that $50 for Litecoin is like the $10,000 for Bitcoin typically. We don't want to drop below that because it's tough to get back up through it. So we want to see if this white trend line will hold. So far, that trend line has been valid, and that's why we've kept it in there. But overall, 50 is going to be overhead resistance, and then it's going to be up around 53.84. In terms of support, we're looking to hold this white trend line. Then it'd be down around $41.67. RSI is at 36, really low right now. So this could be an area that we do find some type of a bounce in the days to come here. But also with Litecoin, you can see, guys, how low we are and how we've had that span, that double bottom here on the arithmetic scale. But look how low we are overall from where we'd been at $422. So if we can, you know, really get this market cycle moving, and this can be the very beginning, the start of a nice bull market, just like we had back in this area. But in that bull market, you still do have those deep retracements. Even over in this area last time, we wicked well below the 100, and then we got a bounce and continued moving. So we just have to watch these areas, try to get up above these areas. In terms of the technical analysis, we are looking at a 17 sell, 7 neutral, 4 buy oscillator, starting to get a little bit of a buy here, a little change, 2 sell, 6 neutral, and a 3 buy. So that's for Litecoin. Keep an eye on those areas. Next, we're going to move into Digibyte. If you're here for Digibyte, let me know down low. Like I always say, you guys are great. Always leaving thumbs up, comments, everything. I'll try to get back to the comments best I can tomorrow if I get a little bit of free time. Things just been crazy. I don't do crypto full time. I got another business that I run, so I try to do this the best that I can for y'all. But right now, Digibyte is at 0.02072. And we have fallen through this 100 moving average. So next, what we're going to look down to is the 200 moving average. I don't have that up on my chart right now. I don't have enough indicators, but we'll take a look at that in a couple days to come if we do get down to that area. But we need to get back up over top of this 100 moving average. That's going to be the main thing we're going to be looking for. The RSI is down around 32, so we really have had a pretty decent sell-off since these tweezer tops we were talking about quite a while ago. We have fallen back down to the middle of our symmetrical triangle here. So we're going to see if we can find some support in this area as we're potentially getting down into some of these oversold conditions for Digibyte. But right now we've lost our 30 EMA, our 60, and our 100. So most likely we're going to be having a sell signal. We're having a 16 sell, 9 neutral, 3 buy, oscillators, 2 sell, 8 neutral, and a 1 buy is what we're looking at there. Just looking to find some support. We have not been this low on our RSI since about March when we had that really big dump to the downside. Okay, guys, so keep an eye on those areas. That's going to be Digibyte. You get some from that. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will move into XRP next and take a look at that. And if you're here for XRP, let me know down low. Know whether to keep it in or not in terms of our technical analysis. Technical analysis, we're sitting at an area we were looking at. It was previous resistance. We wanted it to become support. We've kept that in. That's that purple horizontal ray there, and that's going to be at 0.22556. And right now what we're having for XRP, we're having those little tri-wicks down here, like little tweezer bottoms. And that's coming off the 100 moving average. RSI is at 37, looking to find some volume in off this area here. Right now, we're basically just having like doji candles, a lot of fight between the bulls and the bears down around this area. And that makes sense around the 100 moving average as well as that potential support. We'll actually turn that green while we're here. We'll turn these red so you can take a look at potential overhead resistance. And that overhead resistance to get back up over there is going to be 0.24624 is going to be the area of overhead resistance. In terms of the technical analysis, we're looking at a 14 sell, 8 neutral, 6 buy, oscillators, 2 sell, 7 neutral, and a 2 buy. If we zoom out, you can see how low, guys, this market cycle, really with the arithmetic scale, you can see just how far we really shake out. And that's why, in my opinion, we want our coins to make those nice higher highs and higher lows. We don't want anything to just go straight up, because when it goes straight up, it's going to take years to shake it back out. And that's where we're at now, finding that bottom, trying to get that next, impulse wave to the upside with some heavier volume like we saw come in here. So, guys, just watch these areas. It's a sticky spot, but we have to see where we find that support. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.